All right, let's get into it. 3-bedroom kinks that women crave, but they hide. You see, most guys have no idea how dirty our fantasies are because we just never come out and ask you. But if you know these 3 kinks, you can unlock a hidden side of her that no one else knows about. She's gonna want a little bit of role reversal because it's nice as a woman to be dominated. And I know you guys want to be the ones in control. In fact, I know there's some of you guys out there that even when a woman rides the D, you can't get off because it's too emasculating for you. So I get it. But here's the thing. You gotta give, you gotta take. It goes both ways. So sometimes she is gonna wanna feel like she is the one that is dominating you. She may want to take charge, say things that are a little bit more risky that she wants to do to you. Now listen, I'm not saying that you go and you give her something to peg you with. I know that's really rude, but I know what you're thinking, and so we're here for some real talk. So I'm not saying all that, but yeah, she may wanna put something that tickles your balls. I don't know, we all have our little kinks, but the reality is sometimes women, we wanna change things up a little bit. We wanna feel like we have power, because remember, women are still warriors. Even though we have that feminine side, we still have that warrior side, that warrior side. That's just a made up word. But regardless, she wants to sometimes feel like she is still the warrior in the bedroom. And sometimes you just gotta give her the opportunity to take that and be that. So she might be into some role reversal. Now here's the thing. If you're a guy and you're like, okay, Arica, I don't know if I want the woman taking charge of me. I get it. But if you wanna be the guy that is more dominant, I do have my whole oral obsession. Meaning, if you wanna show her that side, then buddy, you better come in with the skills. You better come in with the tools and the techniques and the know-how, because in my oral mastery bundle, I give you tongue magic in there. There's a whole section of training all about squirting. I think there's like 5 or 6 videos in there. There's the mastering fingering in there. There's a very brutal and honest conversation between me and my friends talking about sex and the power of oral. So yeah, you want to be the dominant one, I get it. But you better come firing, and that oral mastery is gonna help you fire. So yeah, she's gonna wanna change it up a little bit and maybe be in charge. Question is, will you let her? And in the comment section, I would really like to know, will you let her? Here's another one. Dirty talk that crosses the line. And it looks a little bit like this when you guys are in the bedroom and you're in the middle making love. Some women, they have that kink where they want to be called a little bit of derogatory things like, you are such a little slut. And if you're like, whoa, that's too much, Arica, I would never call my wife that. Okay, then you can say things as you give her a little tap on the butt, not a hard tap, just a little tap on the butt. And you can say things like, you really are my dirty little girl. The whole world thinks you're innocent, but I know the real you, and I know you're super dirty. Ooh, when you say those sort of things that maybe are not so polite, you're like, oh, excuse me, George, I can't believe you said that to me. But deep down inside, she really likes it, and she really wants more of that. So when you say little naughty things that push the envelope, what you're doing is you're bringing out that darker energy in her, that sexual side, that sexual prowess that every woman has. It may be buried under a collapsed building, but it's there. And trust me, if you have the courage to dig it out with one dirty little line at a time, then you, my man, can really bring out that kinky side of her. And you know, I'll never give you advice without giving you support. So I do have my dirty talk and my sensual touch bundle. You can get that in the comment section. You can get it in the description where I lay out whole text of scripts that you can say that really bring out that dirty side. Sometimes you don't know what to say. I tell you exactly what to say. Go ahead and get it in the comment section in the description. You see, most women crave a man who can do that sense of dirty talk, taking the lead in it, without her having to initiate it. But here's the thing, I will give you this. Let's just be really honest, because I never want to steer you wrong. Don't go too extreme too fast, because some guys get off on this and it's their kink. See how open she is to it. Test the waters. Throw out one of those dirty lines from Dirty Talk Playbook. Throw it out there and see how she responds. If she doesn't completely shut it down and gets really belligerent, then you know, aha, I have unlocked a kink. Tell me where that aha is from. Ooh, if you guess it, you're really good on your movies. And here is the last one, being dominated. But I'm talking about light BDSM. And let's just say I personally have a story where this went terribly wrong. Where someone tried something and I was like, don't you ever do that shit again. You hear me? And he was like, got it. We'll never do that again. And I know for you guys, it's a little risky trying this light BDSM stuff, which is why I give you sensual touch. Sensual touch warms her body up. It makes her feel safe. Here's the thing, and if you know anything about BDSM, not that I'm a total expert in this, but listen, I do have a fetish for reading those books. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be open with you about it. I haven't read one in a long time. But anyone who knows in BDSM, that they know that the first thing that they have to do is make their partner feel safe. And that's why in Sensual Touch, I talk about where you need to touch her to create that atmosphere of safety so that her body recognizes you as a safe person. Because the more she feels safe with you, the more she's gonna be open to this sort of BDSM. But I'm talking about light stuff. Don't go getting crazy shit and like tying her up to your bed and like covering her mouth. No. Too much too soon. But maybe a little bit thing like tying her hands with one of your neckties. Oh, okay. So it's not extremely tight. She still feels like she has control. Or when you are making love to her, maybe cover her mouth a little bit and be like, listen, I don't want the neighbors to hear just how dirty you really are. And then you give her a little spank and you can check the pressure, see how she responds. Here's the thing, a healthy woman will tell you when it's too much. Now, you always want to preface it and say like, listen, if I ever do something and it's a little too much, I'm really holding you responsible to communicate that with me. I really want to hear what's too much for you. And just by hearing that in itself will create safety for her. So it's not about abuse. It's actually about trust and her being able to surrender to her. So these are some of the kinks that us women are into. And I'm Arica Angelo. I've been doing this for 17 years. You want to hit the subscribe button. But listen, she's not always gonna tell you this sort of stuff. That's why you have to play with these things. And here's a good starter. These 3 that I've shared with you about the role reversal, about the initiating dirty talk, and the light BDSM. These are 3 that you can play with and see how she responds. If she responds well, then you know you're unlocking that kinky side of her. And she may have hidden that from everybody else, but now you know because you've pushed the envelope, you've taken some risk with her, you realize, there is a naughty girl in the making. Game on. Now here's a cheeky little video about if you do this, you will blow her mind. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and I'll see my next video when? On Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No. Monday, Wednesday, Saturdays. I'll see you there. Bye.